Hello everyone, I am Phương Phan Counselor. Now I would like to share with you a story of gamblers who get heavy gambling consequences, driving themselves to suicide attempts.
Once in the bustling city of Eldora, there existed a hidden world where gamblers gathered like moths to a flame. The city's dimly lit back alleys were the stage for these secret games of chance, where fortunes could be won and lost with the roll of a dice or the flip of a card. Among the regulars were 3 individuals whose lives would become tragically entwined due to their insatiable appetite for risk. First, there was Victor, a suave and charming man with a knack for calculating odds. He had an uncanny ability to read his opponents and had accumulated a small fortune through his gambling skills. He lived in a luxurious penthouse, surrounded by the trappings of wealth. However, beneath his confident exterior, Victor harbored an addiction that threatened to consume him entirely. He was never satisfied with his winnings, always chasing the next big win, convinced that he was invincible. Then there was Emily, a talented artist with a quiet demeanor. She had stumbled into the world of gambling seeking an escape from her mundane life. Her paintings, once filled with vibrant colors, had gradually darkened as her losses piled up. Emily found solace in the camaraderie of the gambling den, where she felt understood and accepted. But as her debts mounted, her once hopeful spirit began to wither, and a cloud of despair settled over her. Lastly, there was Marcus, a former Wall Street broker who had fallen from grace due to a series of unfortunate decisions. He had turned to gambling in a desperate attempt to reclaim his lost status. His analytical mind struggled to accept the unpredictability of the games, and he saw each loss as a personal affront. Marcus had lost his family, his home, and his sense of self-worth, and gambling was his last attempt to regain control. As fate would have it, their paths converged one fateful night. The stakes were higher than ever, and their desperation led them to bet everything they had on a single game of poker. The tension in the room was palpable as the cards were dealt, and each of them clung to the hope that this could be the turning point they so desperately needed. But the cards fell in a way that none of them could have anticipated. Victor's calculated strategy failed him, Emily's luck ran dry, and Marcus's last-ditch efforts were in vain. The weight of their accumulated losses crushed them, and in the aftermath of that devastating game, they found themselves staring into the abyss of their own ruin. Days turned into weeks, and the trio sank into a deep despair. Victor's once confident facade crumbled, Emily's creative spark dimmed, and Marcus's bitterness consumed him entirely. In their darkest moments, they each contemplated ending their pain through suicide. The allure of an escape from their suffering seemed like the only way out. But fate, ever unpredictable, intervened once more. An unexpected encounter with a counselor who specialized in addiction and mental health issues brought them together again, this time under different circumstances. The counselor recognized the signs of their distress and offered them a lifeline, a chance to rebuild their lives and find a way to heal. Supported by therapy, support groups, and a newfound sense of community, Victor, Emily, and Marcus began the arduous journey of recovery. The road was long and filled with setbacks, but slowly, they started to regain control over their lives. Victor learned to find satisfaction in modest wins, Emily rediscovered her passion for art, and Marcus found purpose in helping others navigate their own struggles. Their stories serve as a poignant reminder of the dangers of addiction and the hidden depths of despair that can come from the pursuit of empty pleasures. But they also embody the resilience of the human spirit and the power of redemption. In the end, they found strength in each other and, against all odds, managed to rewrite their stories from ones of tragedy to ones of hope and healing.